What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we got some more Bible study. We're going to be reading Luke chapter 16 verses 19 to 31. There was a rich man who dressed in purple garments and fine linen and dined sumptuously each day. And lying at his door was a poor man named Lazarus, covered with sores, who would have gladly have eaten his fill of the scraps that fell from the rich man's table. Dogs even used to come and lick his sores. When the poor man died, he was carried away by angels to the bosom of Abraham. The rich man also died and was buried, and from the netherworld, where he was in torment, he raised his eyes and saw Abraham far off and Lazarus at his side. And he cried out, "Father Abraham, have pity on me. Send Lazarus to dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am suffering torment in these flames." Abraham replied, "My child, remember that you received what was good during your lifetime, while Lazarus likewise received what was bad. But now he is comforted here, whereas you are tormented. Moreover, between us and you a great chasm is established to prevent anyone from crossing who might wish to go from our side to yours, or from your side to ours." He said, "Then I beg you, Father, send him to my father's house, for I have 5 brothers, so that he may warn them, lest they too come to this place of torment." But Abraham replied, "They have Moses and the prophets. Let them listen to them." He said, "Oh no, Father Abraham, but if someone from the dead goes to them, they will repent." Then Abraham said, "If they will not listen to Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded if someone should rise from the dead." I think the first message that we get from this is to be grateful for what you have. We see between Lazarus and the rich man, Lazarus would have loved to have just that man's leftovers that he threw away. There's probably someone out there who feels just the same about your life. If you think you're having a bad day, there's probably someone out there who is dying to have your worst day. There's someone going through so much worse stuff than you are right now. So you need to be grateful for the life that you have and use it to the best of your ability. The second thing that we learn is anything that we garner here on earth doesn't really matter in heaven. The rich man enjoyed a lot of luxuries here on earth, but you can't buy your way into heaven. So a lot of the stuff here doesn't really matter. And the third thing I think I learned from this is the connection between the Old Testament and the New Testament. I think Jesus is kind of foreshadowed when Abraham says, if they're not going to listen to Moses and the prophets, they're not going to listen to someone who rises from the dead. Jesus' teachings don't really stray that far from the Old Testament. There's definitely some changes because when Jesus came down, that gave us a lot more grace and we don't have to follow all 500 or whatever rules as stringently as before, but it's all coming from the same God. That's all I got for you guys today. Have a good rest of your week. Stay jiggy.